Hi everyone, welcome to tonight's Pilates class. This is a class for all levels and it's gonna be about 60 minutes. What is important in the beginning to say is that since I don't see you as I would in a normal live class, I would like to ask you to please always be very careful and mindful and listen to your body. I'm gonna give different options for many of the poses and the exercises. So please always choose carefully which one of the different levels of the different options are working for you the best today. And what else is that I have here a pillow that I'm gonna use maybe some moments to put under my knees. Maybe you would like to have something like this prepared as well. And I would like to ask you to set up your mat in a way that the short front side of your mat is towards me, towards the screen, like you would be in a real class in a studio or in the park. And most of the class we are gonna do near the ground, but in the beginning, for the first few exercises, we are going to start in standing. So I would like you to stand up, find an upright position, with the feet are hip wide open and parallel, knees slightly bent, pelvis slightly tilted, spine is long. There is a string pulling you up from the top of your head like you would be a marionette. Shoulders are wide, chest is open, arms are hanging. And first we are just going to start with a few head rolls. To one direction slowly. Observe how it feels. Try to only move your neck, your head, and not the shoulders. Make the circle only as big as you can without moving anything else than the head. And next time your chin is down towards your chest, just change the direction. And again, notice how this feels on the different parts of your neck, on the sides, on the back of your neck, even the front. Is it different than the other direction? Or is it the same? And the next time you arrive with your chin towards your chest, just stop. And with the next inhale, just lift up your head. With the exhale, release your shoulders. Inhale, lift your shoulders. Exhale, release your shoulders back down, making some circles with the shoulders. Inhale up, exhale down. And one more time, inhale up and exhale down. And inhale, lengthen your spine, try to get tall. And exhale, start sliding your right hand down your right thigh, bending towards the right side. Hips are staying stable in the middle, in the center. Don't let them fall out towards the left. Want to feel the stretch on your left side. And slowly come back in the center. Inhale, lengthen your spine, get taller. And exhale, start sliding down your left hand on your left thigh towards your knee. And again, shoulders stay on top of each other. Hips are still looking towards the screen and staying straight. And again, back in the center, and one more time, each direction. Right hand sliding down, bending towards the right. Back in the center. Center, the core is holding the whole time. Navel is slightly pulling towards the spine with every exhale. keeping the hips stable and straight. And then let your arms come up through the sides. Palms are facing each other. And then exhale, let them come down. And in the meantime, as your arms coming down, now you can also already see that my arms arrived in the screen, that I'm doing circles with my wrists while I'm slowly moving my arms down. And again, inhale, lift your arms up, palms facing each other, shoulders staying down, not pulling up your shoulders towards your ears. And exhale, start circling your wrists to the other direction, preferably than the previous round. And slowly lead your arms down next to your side. And I'm gonna now change position, but you stay exactly where you are. We are gonna roll down. I'm a bit hanging out of the screen now, but soon we are arriving down towards the ground. So inhale, lengthen your spine. Check your position, shoulders, shoulder blades together and slightly pulling down. Center core is holding, navel to the spine. Inhale and exhale. Lower your chin to your chest. Like you start rolling down, but you stop here at the first stop. And just stay here and let the back of your neck stretch. You can also move your chin from right to left. See if you find some point in your neck where it's especially tense today. And then just slowly stop your chin in the center. Core is still holding. And with the next exhale, keep rolling the lower with your shoulders, upper back, until the point where you start feeling the stretch around your shoulder blades, the area around your shoulder blades, in between your shoulder blades. Core is still holding, navel to the spine. With every inhale, try to guide your breath in your back, in your upper back, expanding your upper back, stretching it out every inhale. And then relax every exhale, navel to spine, the core is not relaxing. And with the next exhale, start rolling slowly down, lower each vertebra after the other. And you want to arrive into a position where you can still keep your hips, your pelvis upright in a vertical position. But if you would roll lower, then you would need to tilt it already. That's where we will spend some time now, stretching the middle, mid and lower part of the back. Core is really holding, navel to the spine, and the back of your lower back, your middle back is expanding, stretching, arms are hanging, head is just hanging. And with the next exhale, continue rolling down, this time tilting the pelvis, but still holding your abs, holding your core active, navel to the spine, and we roll down almost as much as we can. For me, my fingertips are slightly above the floor. Maybe you have the same, maybe you have to stop already a bit earlier. The core is still holding. You are imagining to pulling your pelvic floor, your pubic bone towards your navel, towards the front, towards your abs. And feel how the lowest part of your back, the back of your pelvis, is expanding and stretching. Just let your neck hang soft, your head hang. And just one more breath. And with the next exhale, releasing the core, releasing the navel, the pelvic floor. And just let yourself hang as deeply as you can. It's okay if you cannot touch the floor. It's okay if you cannot put your hands on the floor. It's also okay if you need to keep your knees slightly bent. Find a comfortable position where you still feel the back of your leg stretching. And release your head. You can say yes with your head few times, no with your head few times. And then start bending one knee after the other in your own speed, warming up the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves. And keep breathing in the meantime. Your upper body is hanging, relaxed. And next time your right knee is bent, stop. Bend your knee as much as you need to be able to reach the floor with your whole palm or even just your fingertips, depending on your flexibility. And with the next inhalation, you're starting to open your left shoulder up towards the ceiling. You can also lift your left arm, reach with your left hand towards the ceiling. If that's too much for you, you can just keep your left hand on your lower back and concentrate on opening your left shoulder up towards the sky. You can look up towards your left hand, you can look forward, and you can look down towards your right hand, depending how you feel with your neck. And just breathe a few times, twisting, stretching with every inhale, still thinking of lengthening the spine, even in this awkward position of the spine. And with every exhale, you want to twist a bit more from your belly button, from your navel. Hips are staying straight. And with the next exhale, turn your left shoulder back down towards the ground and place your left hand back down on the ground. Bend both knees. Inhale. Exhale, stretch your right knee, leave your left knee bent as much as you need to be able to stably hold your left hand on the ground. And with the next inhale, turn your right shoulder up towards the ceiling, open it up. You want to have a straight line from the left hand up to the right hand. You can again keep your right hand on your lower back and just concentrate on opening your shoulders. You can look straight ahead or up or down to your left hand as it is comfortable for your neck. And again, both hip bones are still facing forward towards the screen, only twisting from the belly button. And the last inhale, lengthen your spine, stretch, reach up towards the sky. And exhale, slowly turn your right shoulder down, place your right hand back on the ground, bend both knees. Inhale, just hang. And exhale, active core navel to the spine, start rolling up. One vertebra at a time. Inhale, you can lift up your heels. You can also just stay on the ground and lengthen your spine. And exhale, place your heels back on the ground if you had it lifted. And start rolling down again. Try to remember these 4 stops that we made On the way down, notice when you reach them. Inhale and exhale, bend your knees, navel to the spine, rolling up, active core, one vertebra at a time. Inhale, you can lift up your heels, or you can leave them on the ground and just lengthen your spine. And exhale, place your heel back on the ground. And if you had the same mistake as I did, that I stepped on the front of my mat, then please just go back to the back of the mat. I forgot to mention this in the beginning. And inhale, lengthening your spine, open your shoulder, and exhale, start rolling down. One vertebra at a time. Inhale, just hang. Exhale, start walking with your hands towards the front of your mat. That's why we needed the place in front of us until you arrive to a plank pose. Your wrists are directly under your shoulders. Your core is holding. Inhale and exhale, start walking back with your hands to your feet. Inhale, just hang. Exhale, rolling up, navel to the spine, one vertebra at a time. Last the shoulders and last the head. Inhale, you can lift up your toes if you want to. And exhale, place place your heels back down on the ground. And start rolling down directly the head, the shoulders, upper back, mid back, lower back. Inhale, just hang. Exhale, walking to the front, plank pose. Inhale, hold, navel to the spine, pushing yourself away from the ground. And exhale, walking down, back with your hands to your feet. Inhale, just hang. Exhale, knees bent, navel to the spine. Rolling up to standing. One last time, my head is out of the screen. Inhale, lifting your heels. Exhale, placing your heels back down on the ground. And starting to roll down, noticing each stop that we made the first time. Inhale, hang. Exhale, walk your hands to the front of your mat into a plank pose. And just hold it here. Keep breathing, keep pushing yourself away from the ground. Holding your core, navel to the spine, don't let your hips drop down. Your gaze is on your mat, on the front of your mat, somewhere in between your hands. And just a bit longer. One last time, inhale. And then exhale, drop your knees on the ground. And push yourself back to your heels into a child's pose. And just relax. I'm gonna take off this because it's hitting the microphone all the time and that must not be very nice for you. Your forehead on the ground. Just breathing and notice how your breath is guided, it is automatically going more into your back. Remember that your lungs are not flat, they are also in the back side of your rib cage, not only in the front. So try to expand your back with every inhale and just relax with every exhale. And for the next exhale, push yourself up into an all-fours position on your hands and knees. Make sure that your wrists are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. Your back is straight and long. Your tailbone and the top of your head are reaching away from each other the whole time. And first we are just going to warm up the wrists a bit more. Just start walking with your hands, pointing your fingers slowly back towards your knees. If that's too much, then just point your fingers to the side or somewhere in between. See what is the best position for you. And just stay here for a moment. And you can slightly move your hips back and forth to increase the stretch. If you're moving your weight a bit back, it's going to increase the stretch on the bottom part of your lower arms, your wrists. It's a very good counter stretch after typing all day on the computer. And then just place your weight back and start walking back with your wrists. And then make sure your wrists are directly under your shoulders, core is holding, spine is long. And the next move will be a very small move. I'm not even sure if you are going to see much difference on the screen. With the inhale, I'm lengthening my spine. And with the exhale, I'm just tilting my pelvis slightly, curling my tailbone under me, my sit bones under myself. Really working with the core, navel to the spine, only very small movement. Inhale, release. And exhale again, just curling the pelvis under myself. Only this very low part of the back is working. All the rest of my body is not moving. And again, with the exhale, curling my pelvis under myself. And with the inhale, stretching my spine. And one last time, curling the pelvis under myself. And release with the inhale. Stretch your spine, your tailbone, and the top of your head reaching away from each other. And the next thing we do, inhale, just check your position. And with the exhale, we start with the same move, just curling the pelvis, but I don't stop there. I start rounding all the rest of my spine until I arrive into this cat back position, rounding the spine, stretching the back. Inhale, coming back to neutral position, straight back. And exhale, turning my head towards the right, like I want to look back next to my right shoulder towards the back corner of my mat. Inhale back in the center. Exhale, turning now towards the left. Inhale back in the center. Exhale, tilting the pelvis, curling the pelvis, starting to round the spine with the small move. Rounding the spine, cat back. And with the inhale, dropping the belly, arching the spine. I want to pull my breastbone, my sternum forward between my two shoulders. And with the exhale, Rounding my spine again into a cat back position. With the inhale, I come back into a neutral spine, straight back, and we repeat the whole round one more time. Inhale and exhale, looking back towards the right back corner of my mat. My core is not moving, is still holding. Only the upper part of the spine is bending towards the right. Inhale in the center and exhale towards the left. Inhale back to the center and exhale, round your spine, cat back. Inhale, drop your belly, arch your spine, sternum pulling forward between the shoulders, opening the chest, shoulders wide. Exhale, round the spine, cat back, and with the round spine, sitting back to my heels into a child's pose. And just relaxing there for a second, relaxing my wrists, my arms, my shoulders. And with the next exhale, pushing myself back up into an all fours, hands and knees position. Checking my position again, wrists under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, core is holding, navel to spine, back is straight. And with the inhale, I'm lifting up my right hand, opening up my right shoulder. And with the exhale, I'm threading my right hand under my left arm, reaching as far as I can, rounding the spine, rounding the upper back. And inhale, opening it up again, opening the chest, opening the shoulder up. And exhale, threading my arm behind my left hand. And one more time, open. And exhale, threading my hand under my left arm. And inhale, opening up one more time. And exhale, placing my right hand back on the ground next to my left hand. And the other side, we repeat it all on with the left hand. With the inhale, open up the left shoulder, the left arm. And exhale, thread it behind the right arm, rounding the upper back. Notice how my hips, my lower body is not changing the position at all. If you would cut the picture at my navel, then you would not even notice that I'm actually doing anything. That's what we are going for. Only opening the chest, the upper body, and then threading it under and opening it up again. And place your left hand back right next to your right hand on the ground. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, cat back. Inhale, dropping the spine, dropping the belly, arching the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, cat back. Sitting back on our heels into a child's pose. You can place your forehead on the ground and just relax. Try to sit on your heels, but it's okay also if your glutes are not touching your heels. Just relax here for a few rounds of breaths. With the next exhale, slowly rounding up, rolling up to a seated position on our heels, and just make some Circles with your wrists, both directions. Shake them out if you need to. Shoulders. Relaxing a bit the shoulders, the neck. Can do some circles with the arms, with the head, both direction. And then slowly stop. And then take a seat on the floor next to your hips, next to your legs, and swing your legs forward. Place your feet on the ground, place your hands behind you on the ground, and first just let the knees drop from one side to the other, just releasing the hips, the muscles around the hips, few times. And then bring your knees back in the center. And now drop your knees away from each other into this butterfly position. You can slightly pulse with your legs if that feels okay. Again, just softening all the muscles around the hips. And then bring your knees back together next to each other. Feet on the ground, hip distance. Try to not let your knees drop in or drop outside. Keep them straight and parallel to each other. And come down to your elbows. Your elbows are directly under your shoulder. Your chest is open and pulling up slightly diagonally into the opposite upper corner of the room. Don't let your chest fall between your shoulders. Keep your shoulders straight and strong, wide and strong. And what we are going to do, what is very important, to keep your lower back straight and not arch them through the next few exercises. Inhale, exhale, navel to spine, activate your core and just stretch your right arm forward. Inhale, hold it there, and exhale, place it back down on the ground. Inhale, hold, exhale, left arm stretching forward. And again, the idea is that nothing else is moving, only that one arm. And now come the legs, inhale, and exhale, nothing else is moving, only thing that's happening that the right knee is stretching the right leg. Inhale, hold, exhale, place your foot back down on the ground. Inhale, hold, don't let your chest fall between your shoulders, keep it up, shoulders wide. Exhale, stretching your left knee, nothing else is changing, only this one movement. Inhale, hold, and exhale, place it back down on the ground. And one more time we go through all four, but a bit faster. Inhale, exhale, stretch your right arm, try to stay still, only the arm moves. Inhale, place it back. Exhale, stretch your left arm. Inhale, place it back. Exhale, stretch your right knee. Inhale, place it back. Exhale, left knee stretch. Inhale, left knee comes back, left foot comes back on the ground. Inhale, hold, and exhale, lifting up both your legs, one after the other, and connecting this time the knees like you glue them together. Inhale, lift up your chest, don't let it fall down. And exhale, start lowering the knees towards the right, only as much as you can without your upper body having to move. Inhale, slowly lead your knees back in the center. And exhale, slowly lower your knees towards the left, towards the ground. Again, go only as far as you can without falling out the position with your upper body, only twisting from the belly button. And exhale again towards the right. Core is really working, not arching with the lower back, navel to the spine. Inhale in the center. And exhale, lowering your knees to the left. And we want to have a constant fluid move. And we want to work with the muscles and not with the momentum. So keep it slow and fluid. Exhale, lowering one more time to the right. Inhale back in the center. Exhale, lowering your knees towards the left. Inhale back in the center. Remember to lift your chest. And exhale, lowering it one last time to the right. Inhale, now hold it here. Exhale, you can stretch your right knee or you can just keep your legs bent if this is too much for you. Inhale, bend. And exhale, come back in the center. Inhale, just hold. And exhale, lowering your knees towards the left. And when you reach your maximum, just hold it there. Inhale. And exhale, you can stretch your left leg if you want, or you can leave it bent if that's too much. Still want to have your knees glued together. Inhale, bend. And exhale, bring your knees back to the center. Inhale, hold. And exhale, rolling down on the ground, knees to your chest. Relaxing and stretching here for a second. And then slowly place your feet on the ground in a lying position. And just stay here for a few rounds of breath. You can drop your knees into the middle, touch them to each other. Try to relax, release all your muscles, let only your bones hold you up in this position. Your legs, your back is lying on the ground, your shoulders are still wide. And just keep breathing. And then straighten your knees, feet on the ground. Arms are next to the body, shoulders are wide. Inhale, and notice how you have a hole in between your lower back and between the ground. For some people it's bigger, for some people it's smaller. It's depending on your body. Inhale and exhale. Press your lower back down towards the ground. Try to get rid of this hole. Navel to the spine. And inhale, release. And again, exhale, pressing your lower back in the ground. Try to get rid of the hole between your back and the ground. And inhale, release. And 2 more times in your own speed. This is basically the same exact move that we did in all fours position. curling the pelvis under us. Now we are not curling the pelvis under us, but back towards the shoulders and release. And for the next few exercises, remember to always press your lower back down to the ground. Remember this feeling, how it felt your body in this position. And with the next exhalation, lifting your right knee up. You want to have your knee above your hips, in your shin parallel to the ground. Left knee is lifting up next to the right knee. You want to have a 90-degree angle at your knees. Inhale, and with the exhalation, start rolling up, chin to the chest, rolling your upper body up, shoulders. Your arms are lifting up, also pointing forward, palms are facing each other. Inhale, hold, and exhale, rolling down with the shoulders and the head. Inhale, and exhale, chin to the chest, rounding the top of the spine, rolling up, lifting your chest, pointing forward with your fingers, palms towards each other. And exhale, rolling back down on the ground. A few more times, a bit faster, without breaks in between. Inhale, rolling up. Lower back pressing in the ground the whole time. Exhale, rolling down. Inhale, rolling up. And exhale down. And notice how I'm starting the move with moving my chin towards my chest and not just simply lifting up my head. I'm thinking about rolling, not simply lifting. That my head and my shoulders are lifted, that's the consequence of this rolling movement. And one last time, inhale, rolling up. And exhale, rolling down. And I'm going to show you the next. You feel free to stay on the ground until I show, and first just look. Inhale, I'm rolling up. Exhale, holding. And what I'm going to do is just pulsing with my hands. But the important thing is how my breathing will change in this exercise. Palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Inhale 3 times. And then palms are facing down, pushing my arms. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we can do it now together. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, rolling up. Arms are pointing forward, hands are pointing forward. Inhale 3 times. Exhale. Inhale 3. Exhale 2, 3. Until now we had a fluid breath the whole time. Now we have this little bit broken breath. Don't really know a better word right now in English. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, palms up. Last time. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, just hold. And exhale, roll down on the ground. Release your knees towards your chest. You can hug your knees to your chest. And just relax for a second. And then with the next exhalation, lift your knees back up into this tabletop position, knees above the hips, shins are parallel to the ground, 90-degree angle at your knees. Inhale, And with the exhale, rolling up one more time for one last exercise. This time we are placing our hands behind the head, elbows are wide open, and we want to maintain this position through the whole exercise. Inhale, exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Inhale in the center. Exhale, twisting left elbow comes to the right knee. Inhale back in the center. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Inhale back in the center. And exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist to the left, right elbow to left knee. Inhale, center. And one last round. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale in the center. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee. Inhale in the center. Hold. Last effort. And then exhale, let your head back down on the ground. Let your knees fall towards your chest. You can place your arms over your knees to give some extra weight, but we are not pulling our knees with our hands. You want the whole spine lying on the ground. If you notice that the bottom part, your pelvis, the bottom part of your spine is releasing from the ground, then lift your knees a bit away from your chest. We want the whole spine to lie flat on the ground. You can move your knees from side to side or draw some small circles on the edge of your pelvic bone. Just kind of massaging your lower back with the help of the floor. It's a very good tool for quarantine time, especially if you are alone in your quarantine, to give yourself a massage with the floor. And then slowly stop your knees in the center. Open your arms to the side. Inhale. And with the exhalation, lower your knees to one side, to the right side maybe at first. What's important is that you want to keep both shoulders, this time especially the left shoulder, the opposite shoulder, on the ground. And if you need to, you better lift your knees a bit away from the ground. More important for your left shoulder to stay on the ground. You can also turn your head towards your left hand, twist with your neck also, and just relax in this position for a few breaths. Try to guide your breath into your left side. Inhale the left side of your, expand the left side of your rib cage with every inhale. And with every exhale, just release into this twist. Just a few more breaths. And with the next inhale, turn your head back to the center if you had it turned to the left. And with the next exhale, bring your knees back in the center. Inhale. And with the exhale, start lowering your knees towards the left, keeping your right shoulder on the ground. You can turn your head towards the right, towards your right hand, if that feels good for your neck. And again, just breathe, but this time into your right side, into the right side of your rib cage, expanding it with every inhale, and relaxing into the twist with every exhale. Couple more breaths. With the next inhalation, turn your head back in the center if you had it turned to the right. And with the exhale, bring your knees back to the center. Hug your knees towards your chest. One last time, remember keeping your whole spine flat on the ground. And then just place your hands under your knees. And with the help of your legs and arms, roll yourself up into a seated position. Stretch your legs in front of you. You want to sit equally on both sit bones. You want to have a straight back. Inhale, lifting up your arms. And exhale, folding over your legs. Important is that you are folding from your hips and not from your lower back. You want to imagine every inhale to lengthen the spine in this position even. And with every exhale, release. Allow your upper body to get lower, nearer towards your knees. But don't force it. Let the gravity do its job. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, releasing over your legs. You might not see on the screen, but I'm having my knees slightly bent. I'm not letting my knees overstretch. You also bend your knees as much as you need to. And then slowly push yourself up into a seated position. I'm going to turn towards you. And then let your knees fall away from each other. Soles of the feet are together. You don't have to have your heels very near to your hips. I'm also having some distance in between. Find a comfortable position for you. Sit equally on both sit bones. Stretch your spine. Lengthen your spine. Straight back. Inhale. And with the exhale, start walking forwards with your arms. You might be able to put your elbows down on the ground, but that's not important. Important is that you keep both your sit bones on the ground. And just let your hips open, stretch. You might also feel this in your lower back. And just breathe and relax into this last pose. Then slowly press yourself back up into a seated position. Just cross your legs in a way that it's comfortable. If sitting like this with crossed legs is getting uncomfortable over time, then what you want to do is you want to elevate your hips. You want to put something under yourself. You can even fold it, make it, or use more layers depending how much you need to elevate your hips in order to not feel the stretch so very much in your hips. Okay, and just doing again a few rounds with your head. You can never do enough of those. Both directions, always changing direction when your chin is down towards your chest. And just some circles also with your shoulders. And now with inhale, pull your shoulders up towards the ears, exactly what I tell to not do all the class. Tense up your shoulders. And exhale through your mouth, release. Drop your shoulders. And again, inhale, tense up your shoulders, pull them up towards your ears. Imagine all the stress you have these days sitting on it, tensing your shoulders even a bit longer. And then exhale, release it all, let it all go even for a second. And one more time, imagine all your stress sitting on your shoulders, lifting your shoulders, pulling them up towards your ears, tensing them up, tensing a bit more, just a bit longer. And then with a big exhale, releasing, letting go of all that stress, even for just now. And then lifting your arms up. Inhale. And exhale, lowering your arms, but keeping this tall, long feeling in your spine. And one last time, lifting your arms. And exhale, lowering your arms, still lengthening your spine. And thank you for joining today. Next live stream class is planned for Sunday. I'm gonna let you know the link as soon as I create it. And one good news I would like to share is that I gonna have a new camera next week. It's supposed to arrive on Monday, so the quality of the videos is gonna improve dramatically. I'm very happy about this. I hope you enjoyed this class. If you have any questions or any feedback, feel free to let me know here in the comments or on the Facebook or in email. You find all my contacts in the description below the screen. And if you would like to support me giving classes, you also find a link to donate to me on PayPal if that's something you would like to do. And stay tuned, I keep you posted about upcoming classes next time, most likely Sunday afternoon as the previous few weeks. And thank you for joining me.